Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this super cute Peaks and Troughs bracelet. This was created by Suzanne HB on YouTube, and you can also find her on Instagram as Crazy Just Might Work. I've done many previous tutorials for her, but if you're not aware of her, I will most certainly have her link below so you can check her out if you haven't already. I actually think this design is super cute. It's one that I would definitely recommend seeing in person because I feel like the video doesn't even do it justice. But I definitely fell in love with it when I was completed it. So I hope you guys like it too, of course. We will start by making the middle and then we add the side border bands on afterwards. So total, it takes about 120 bands or so. This is my limited edition version. And then I use some silicone bands here, which I really do like this version too, but the middle bands don't seem to want to stay in place as much as the limited editions. But I did use a little tiny piece of opaque and that actually came out good too. So you can use any type of bands, and without rambling on any longer, let's go ahead and get started. To make this bracelet, you need any kind of hook and just one C-clip. We'll start by building the middle of the bracelet, which is in here. I'm going to actually use the same middle colors today too. So we'll start with our basic hat band. We're going to stick to this color for a while, and we're going to pull one band through the whole cap band and reattach it. Grab another band of the same color, and we're going to pull this only through the first band, and then you're just going to reattach. So that would create that. Grab another band of the same color. We're going to pull this one through all three of the bands that are on our hook right now, but do not reattach it right away. So pull it through all three. So it should be like this. And we're going to actually pick up the middle band. So it's the second band closest to your hook. Get it back on there, and we're actually going to pull it through the second band as if you're doing a slip knot. So you're just going to pull it through like that. Still keeping it open, we're going to pick up the band that is closest to my thumb. So not the one I'm holding, but the one that's sitting right here in front of it. You're going to pick that up. And we're going to pull it through the one on our hook just like we did the first time. Kind of as if you're like slip knotting it. And then you will bring the two ends together. Like so. So if it's a little bit crooked at all, don't worry about that right now. And we can fix that later. So after we're done that, we can move on to our second one. And this is where I will switch colors. So we'll start by pulling one through everything on our hook. Then we're going to bring the next band only through the first band on our hook and reattach. So it looks like that. We'll bring the third band through all three. Do not reattach it. We're going to pick up the middle band and place it back on our hook. So the second band, and we'll slip knot it through the second band, like that. And now we will pick up this band closest to my thumb, get that back on our hook, and we'll slip knot it again, pulling it through this second band over here. And then we will bring the two together. So if it's a little bit crooked like that, you can pull to one side and it will straighten it out. So I'll do that again. So we'll switch colors again, and we're going to pull this through everything on our hook. And then we'll bring the next one through only the first band, and we'll reattach it. We'll pull the next one through everything on our hook. Pick up the middle band and pull it through the first one on our hook. Like that. And now we'll pick up first band closest to my thumb. And we'll pull that through the first band on my hook again. And then you'll bring the two ends together. And then, like I said, you might need to straighten it out. but I worry about that at the end because it usually straightens out on its own. I'll switch colors again. Pull it through everything. Bring your next one through, only the first one. And then your next one will go through everything on your hook. Pick up your middle band. Pull it through the first one on your hook. We're going to pick up the band closest to my thumb. And we're going to pull that through the one on our hook again. And reattach. And we will keep doing that. So it is actually really simple, but has beautiful results. So bring this one through the first one. The next one will come through everything on our hook. Picking up that middle band. Pull it through the one on your hook. We're going to pick up the one near my thumb and pull that through the one on my hook and reattach. So it's starting to look like this. And this is actually the side that is going to show in your bracelet, the back side. So I will do it 1 or 2 more times, just in case anyone's having any trouble. And I believe you will need about 16 of these for it to fit your wrist. At least that's about roughly what it took to fit mine. So once you've completed your length, C-clip the top so that it's secure because we don't want to lose it. And we can properly secure it in the end. And this is the side it's going to look like when you're finished. But we actually want to flip it over because this is the side that's going to be the front of our bracelet. And just so you know, we're going to be pulling through, if you look, each little color section, the very first band of each section, it almost looks like a little single chain. We'll be reaching behind it and grabbing the back part of that loop. So it's that one here. This one would be this one here. This one here. You're going to want to have a border band color, and then you're also going to need the colors that you worked with in the middle. So I'm going to use pink for my border, but the first color we're going to pull through this one down here in the cap band is going to be whatever color you used there. So bring it through like that, and you can lay your bracelet down. I'm going to grab my peach frost because that's the first color I used in this section. We're going to pull it through the cap band and then we're going to reattach it. Now we're going to pick up our bracelet. So we're going to reach around the back. We're going to grab the back right part of that band in that first little color section. We're going to pull it through the first band that's on our hook. Just like that. Now we're going to grab our border color. We're going to pull the first one through the first 2 on our hook. And then you're going to reattach it. We're going to grab another one of the same border color. We're going to pull it through only the first one and reattach it. And now you do need to pick your bracelet up because you need to determine what is the next color of your pattern here in the middle. So that will be my glittery one here. So now you want to grab whatever color that section is there. So mine's the glitter one. So I'll pull this glitter one through everything on my hook and reattach. Pick your bracelet up again. Make sure it's facing the right way. This is the one I'm on, and it should about match up with that color, see? So here's the first band of that next section. So I'm going to reach around the back, grab the right part of that back loop, and I'm going to pull it through the first one on my hook, like that. We're going to grab our border color, and this is going to be pulled through everything on your hook, reattach it. Grab another border color and pull it through only the first band on your hook and reattach it. And once again, we'll have to pick our bracelet up and see what is the next color section. So for me, it's my peach one. So I'll need to bring my peach frost through. If you've only used 2 colors, it's easy because you know you're just alternating. But if you use more than 1 color, that's when you really need to keep track. So this one's going to come through everything on my hook and reattach it. Once again, I need to pick my bracelet up. It should match up with that same color there. I'm going to find the first loop of that color section, and I'm going to grab the back right loop like that, and we're going to pull it through the first loop on my hook, like so. And now we'll do a border again. So we'll pull this through everything on my hook. Grab another border band, pull it through only the first one, reattach it, and now we need to determine the next color of our section. So that's my glitter one, and this goes through everything on my hook. We'll pick up our bracelet. We're going to go to the next color section here. We're going to go to the back right loop, and we'll pull that through the first loop on my hook. And now we will add our border on. So this goes through everything on my hook. The next border band color goes through only the first band. Reattach it. Now we have to determine once again what our next color is of that section. So that's my peach again. And pull that through everything on your hook. So if this is looking funny to you at all, or doesn't look like it's laying like how my example bracelet was, don't worry, because it all comes together in the end. Because I was a little nervous the first one I made. So I'll come up here, locate the first loop of that little color section there, and I'll grab the back part of the loop. I'll pull it through the first band on my hook. And once again, I will add my border band color on through everything on my hook. The second one goes through only the first one on my hook. And then I have to find out what my next color is, which is my glitter. I'll bring that through everything on my hook. Pick my bracelet up, make sure it's faced in the correct direction, because as you see, it does want to turn. Reach around the back, grab the right part of that loop for that first little section. Pull it through the first band on your hook. And we'll do that again, pulling the border band through everything. The second one will go through only the first band on my hook. And then you have to pull the band through, which is the next color, which I know for me is my peach. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just finish off this right side. And then, of course, you can rewind it if you have any problems. And I'll come back and show you how to start off the left side. Alrighty, so I have reached the top, and I just wanted to show you. When you have only one section left in the middle, I've already pulled my band through that's going to match that last middle section, and I pulled the back of the loop through the first loop of my hook. So I'm at this point now. So we would add on the border color like we normally would through everything on our hook. And then we'll do the second border band going only through the first loop on our hook. But we will not add any more bands. What we will do is pick up the bands that our C-clip is attached to, coming from the back, you're going to slip those 2 bands onto our hook. So it will be sitting something like this. And now you're going to want to take off that C-clip that we had on there. Maybe you can see it a little better now. Okay, and now what we're going to do is just for like a holder right now, I'm going to pull 1 band through all of these just to hold them. And you can slip knot that or C-clip it just for now until we get the other side done. I am going to C-clip it so that I don't lose anything or take a chance. So this is what it's looking like right now. And now we need to actually work on the other side to do the same thing. But we're going to have to work with it upside down and our cap band on top. And we'll be working with it now going in the opposite direction. But something that I advise you to do is flip it back over so it's on the back side like this. So I take a minute and I locate the band that I'm going to need to be grabbing. So for this very first one, it's kind of hard to tell. But it's the very first loop right here. And what I do is I just grab it with my hook and pull it out a little bit, just so I know which band I need to grab. I come up to the next one. It's the very first loop of the next color, and I just pull it out a little bit. Come up to the very first loop right here. Pull it out a little bit. And you do that on the first right loop of each color. So I'm on this one. I already did that one. See, and you can see the loop I'm referring to because it's like pulling to the left in there. See right there? So I need to grab the right side of it and just pull it out a little. Now, once again, you don't have to do this, but I just find that it makes it easier to know which loop I need to be grabbing. So then when you turn it upside down and we go to work on it, you can see the loop is sticking out a little bit, and now you know easily which one you need to grab. So to get started, we're going to stick our hook in the cap band up here, and we're going to pull our first band through, which should be the same color as your first section. Bring it together. We're now going to reach around here and grab that first loop back here. The first one's a little tricky. Once you have it on your hook, you're going to pull it through the first band that's on your hook, like that. And now we'll add on our border band. Grab your second border band and pull it through only the first band. Reattach it. And once again, you have to pick your bracelet up and identify what is your next color. And for me, it's the glitter. I'll pull that through everything on my hook. Reattach it. I'll pick up my bracelet. I'll hold it out and I'll see which loop I need to grab next. So here's that little loop for the next color, and I know it's this one right here because I pulled it out. So now we need to pull it through the first one on our hook. So I go like this and kind of, so that I can hold it like this and not upside down. It's up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Pull it through that first loop. Grab your border band color, pull it through both. Reattach it. Pull your second one through the first loop. Like that. And now we need to see what color we have to go to next. And that's my peach frost. So that goes to everything on our hook. Sorry, I knocked my camera over. So now that we have that one on, we need to pick our bracelet back up. Stretch it down here. Make sure you're on this loop here because that's the next first band of our next little color section. Grabbing that loop right there. We're going to pull it through the first loop on our hook. Like that. And we'll do the border again. one goes to only the first band on our hook. And now we need to see what our next color is. So mine is my glitter. I'll pull that through everything. Reattach it. Pick up your bracelet. Come down to the next section. And this one I don't have a loop like really pulled out to distinguish, but I know that this is the loop. So I need the back part of it, which is right here. Pull that through the first one on my hook. Like that, and we'll repeat again. Pull it through everything on my hook. And the second one will come through only the first one. Reattach it. I already know that my next color should be peach. So I'll grab my peach one, pull that through everything. And we'll keep repeating. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue because it's very repetitive. But once again, any problems at all, you can certainly watch the previous instructions. And then I'll be back and I'll show you how to close it up in just a moment. Alrighty, so I am at the end here. So I've already pulled through my next color for this next section. So it should be like that. And what we're going to do is the same as before. I'm going to come up to my next section, which is my last section. Grab my back loop here. Pull it through the first one on my hook, just like before. We're going to grab our border band color. Just like we've been doing, we're going to pull this through everything on our hook. Reattach it. Grab another one and pull it through the first band. Reattach it. So at this point, what we're going to do is put our hook through that same loop, the very last loop of that colored section there, just like we did on this side. So I'm going to come around the back here, and I'm going to push my hook up through that very last little section there, okay? And we're going to pull a border band color through all of those. Like that. And we're going to reattach it. Like so. And now we actually need to get these two bands that have the C-clip onto this hook as well. So before I take the C-clip off, I'm just going to put my hook in that last loop that the C-clip's attached to. And now I'll take that C-clip off. So it should be sitting like this, or like this from the front. And now I'm going to bring one more band through because I don't like adding a C-clip onto 4 bands. That's up to you if you want to. But I just feel safer when I have less bands on a C-clip. So I'll just pull this through all 4 on my hook. Bring that together. And that's where I will attach my final C-clip. Slide out your hook. So there you have the completed Peaks and Troughs bracelet created by Suzanne HB on YouTube. You can also find her and check her out on Instagram as Crazy Just Might Work. Don't forget to tag her and tag myself, Loves to Loom, if you make this. We'd both appreciate it. And of course, we would love to see your rendition. I'm very excited to see the color possibilities that you guys come up with. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can also do that below. And also hit that like button if you like this design. I would greatly appreciate it. So thanks so much for sticking around, and I'll see you soon at my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.